it's Lily, Leanna. You guys know me from Don'tFeedTheGamers.com. In an effort number 2 of reviving the Don't Feed the Gamers YouTube channel, if you have not already checked out our Facebook community, we are 42,000 plus and growing. We also have our official site at Don'tFeedTheGamers.com. You guys should definitely check it out. For all the reasons I mentioned in the video previously, so if you want to check that out, please do so. Talking about all the awesome things we're doing here. I'm not going to go over it again because I don't want to have the same video essentially be posted a billion different times on our channel. But as I'm flying solo today, no Chewy or fellow writers, I was thinking about ways I could kind of keep the channel going a little bit and what I can do on my own time to kind of facilitate that. And one of those things is, you know, we write a lot of gaming news, breaking it before the big guys. We do a lot of reviews, editorials, things like that. So I figured, you know, doing that all the time, I could maybe do like a highlights, like my picks for highlights. A short video, not going to be like long. If I was going to go over everything I enjoyed in October, we would be here forever. So that's not going to be the case for this video. But this is my top highlight picks for October 2016. The biggest thing, and I'm fairly certain I'm not alone in this, is Red Dead Redemption 2. Holy fuck. Like, they literally pulled that out of nowhere. Like, yeah, earlier this year, we kind of had a speculation that had a little bit more merit than usual when supposed maps were leaked. But the production company behind and the developer company behind Red Dead, they were saying, we're not working on any new projects. Like, and that's very rare for a developer to say that. So, you know, people that were looking for Red Dead 2 were like, if you're not working on any projects, that means you're already working or have worked on something that is close to revealing. And it turned out to be true. Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm super stoked. You know, the trailer didn't really go into detail about like story or anything or characters or anything like that. But from what I did see, it looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely stunning. I'm a huge fan of the original Red Dead 2. And yeah, before anybody spams us with hateful comments, it's technically the third one. Not really, because the other Red Dead was made by a different developing company. Like, it was a different publisher. So it's not really the same. This is Red Dead 2. We had Red Dead Redemption, the first one, and now we have Red Dead Redemption 2. So, yes, there's 3 in the Red series, but it's kind of off and on. Just like Call of Duty does, like Activision and Treyarch. Like, there's just different developers and different hands working on it. So I don't consider that a sequel because it's not meant to be. So that's my personal opinion. I'm sure I'll get blasted for that in the comments. But that's my biggest thing that I was really excited about. Another big dropper we got this month is, hello, Rainy. My dog is a little chubby, so when she walks, the camera goes crazy. But another big reveal was the Nintendo Switch, which is pretty awesome. For me, Nintendo, you know, I grew up with Nintendo. I grew up with the original Nintendo. I grew up with the SNES, which I still have upstairs, still play from time to time because I love me some Contra. But for me, it's a nostalgia feeling. Like, I loved those titles, and I, you know, had the Wii, I had the GameCube, I had the N64. Like, Nintendo used to reign supreme. And to see them fall, and to see like the newer generations of gamers who did not grow up with that experience be like, Nintendo is shit, why are they here? Like, it kills that inner child in me, because they were the kings. We have what we have today in large part due to them. So I want to see Nintendo come back on top, so I will be the one to admit that I am totally rooting for the Switch, especially for somebody like me that travels a lot. Having a mobile console that can work as home and mobile is fantastic to me, because it's giving me an opportunity to play some of my favorite titles on the go. Like, I would love to be able to play Okami, the first Okami, not the sequel that was on DS, the original Okami, while I'm in LA or something. You know, it would be fantastic. So I'm rooting for that. They're also getting more third-party publishers and developers on their team. So for those people that complained about there only being Nintendo exclusives on there, that's going to be broadening up. Hopefully, you know, the revealing of some Skyrim gameplay means that Skyrim's actually going to be on there. Ubisoft also hinted that there might be a possibility with Assassin's Creed games in the future, specifically for the Switch. I would love to see it because the Wii U was an awesome concept. It just was executed poorly. It was also released prematurely. There was no titles for it at the time. So why were people going to buy a $300 console just to play Wii titles when they could just play it on their Wii? Which I totally understand. And it's sad because since the moment of conception, Wii sold less than 15 million units worldwide since the birth of the Wii U, which is drastically lower than its predecessor. So I'm rooting for the Nintendo Switch. I like the mobility. I like how compact it is. I'm one of those very few people that actually still plays the Vita, even though people were pissed because of the storage and the lack of titles. Again, you can't release something and not provide games for it. I play it primarily for just so when I'm traveling I have something to play, as well as my 3DS. But it'd be nice to have something that has a more variety of games that I could literally take on the go with me and being able to play. And, you know, for us, we cover a lot of conventions, and that scene in the trailer that we have on our site shows a group of friends what looks like at a convention during like a little rest area playing a game together, and I think that's awesome, and that's a cool way to kind of bring the community together as well. So I'm down. I can't wait to hear more. They're going to be releasing more information, including specs, titles upon release, things like that in January of 2017, which being another year kind of sounds daunting, but it's already November, so January will literally be here before we know it. So I'm excited. We're also covering everything that we've got. We've got several stories on the Switch, rumors, titles, expected profits, everything. So if you want to check that out, we've got that as well. A big thing that I loved about this month is, or last month I guess, was Gears of War 4. I'm a huge Gears fan. I love, you know, PC is my primary platform of choice, as a lot of you guys know who've been with us in the community for a long time. But I love consoles as well. Like, I've always owned consoles, the PlayStation 2, the original PlayStation, the original Xbox 360, Atari, Sega, GameCube. You know, I've had them all because I like the experience, and there's always going to be exclusive titles that will only be for certain systems. It's just the way it has always been, and it's the way it will probably always be. You know, just like Uncharted and Until Dawn were two huge contributing factors as to why I got a PS4. Gears of War, I'm not even gonna lie, is the number one reason why I got an Xbox One. I love Halo, don't get me wrong, I definitely enjoy the Halo series, so I got it for that as well. But Gears 4, I mean, I've got my Lancers up there. Gears 4 was something that I was looking forward to for a very, very long time. So to play it, it was awesome. I love that the body characteristics, physically speaking, are a little bit more realistic. I love how much it ties into the previous games, despite being a new storyline, new enemies, a new corporation, new evils to vanquish. But they still did major throwbacks, and I like that. You know, when I first started playing it, I had that initial like excitement. Like, finally, Gears of War 4. I got to play a little bit of it at E3. I just got my hype levels going, and then I started playing, and I still loved it. Don't get me wrong. There was never a point where I didn't love the game, but there were certain points during the gameplay where I was like, this is a little underwhelming. You know, the previous titles have always been really funny. They've been really good at incorporating horror and humor, and I felt like Gears of War in the beginning did not tailor to that. They were lacking in the horror, they were lacking in the humor. That quickly changed the further and further along I got into the story. They built up, and without spoiling it, the ending was, holy shit, the ending was worth it. The ending was totally fucking worth it. And sorry for the language. No, I'm not sorry. But the build-up started happening, and then usually around, the last quarter of the game, the last quarter of the title, they started bringing that humor back. Got a little bit more like, holy shit, this is happening, which I appreciate. So my opinion definitely evolved with the game, the closer I got to finishing it. I'm not upset with it at all. The multiplayer, as always, Gears of War always nails multiplayer. The only thing is it's slightly more geared towards competitive multiplayer versus the casual player. So if there's, if you're like me who may not have the time to play competitively. It kind of sucks a little bit for that, but it's still enjoyable. Like, you should definitely check it out if you have got the Gears of War title, or if you're thinking about picking it up. The multiplayer is fantastic. But if you are somebody who does it competitively, this is your shtick. You're gonna love it because it's good. They nailed it. So that's kind of my picks for October. Obviously, I love October. Halloween is by far my favorite holiday. I'm originally from New Orleans, so like we live for Halloween. We are of the spoops, of the spoopiest variety. So all the Halloween events, like the Destiny Halloween event, the Gears Halloween event, the Overwatch Halloween, like it all just makes me so incredibly happy. I even picked up Guild Wars 2 again just to participate in Guild Wars Halloween again, because their events are usually pretty cool, and the loot drops are fantastic, and you can only get them during that like week. So it was awesome for me. But yeah, October was a great month. I'm really excited. I apologize for the kind of crappy quality of the video. We're still playing around with lighting, getting a place set up for us to record right now. It's in my collectibles room. The entire room is covered in collectibles. This is the best place I could think to record. But yeah, stay tuned. We're going to do highlight videos. I want to start doing a segment where we kind of wrap up the biggest news stories of the week, just to kind of give you guys a recap. So if you didn't have time to check the site or read all the articles, which you should do anyway, you can still be in kind of the know of what's happening relevantly. So yeah, I love it. We got good things happening for you guys. I'm excited for November. Skyrim was another thing that came out in October, the Skyrim remastered. I'm very happy for my console brethren. You deserve it. You deserve the great graphics. You deserve it all. I played it on PC. I modded the shit out of it. Didn't really affect me much. So that's why that didn't make my top picks. Just because, for me personally, it's my top picks. Being on PC, that just the remaster coming out didn't really affect me. And then people that own the console or the game on Steam got the upgrade for free, and still was just like, sweet, thank you for the title that I already have, that I have awesome mods for. That's why that didn't make my top pick. But November's gonna be awesome. We've got Call of Duty Infinite Warfare that's gonna be coming out. A lot of titles coming out in November as well. Holiday season has officially begun. There's gonna be sales on new generation consoles, the PS4 Pro, the PS4 Slim. Still waiting on that Scorpio. So we'll see. But holiday season has officially begun. We're gonna have awesome titles. Got awesome game reviews coming in. We're working on our Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 review right now. That should be up this week. It's going to be great. I'm very, very happy holiday season is here, because it's a good time and a very sweet time for gamers. We're also doing our Extra Life campaign tomorrow, 24 hours, Chewy and Lily, and we also have an awesome team that is going to be doing it as well. That we're gaming for 24 hours to raise money for Children's Marathon, or Children's Hospitals. It's a 24-hour gaming marathon. Feel free to donate. We don't get a dime of the donations. 100% of the proceeds go to Children's Hospitals to help children in need. It's a good cause. I thoroughly believe in it, and it's an awesome way for gamers to combat that lazy stereotype that the media so loves to give us, lazy and violent. How we can be both lazy and violent at the same time. Media. So yeah, check out that. That's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be streaming on our Don't Feed the Gamers Twitch channel. I'm also gonna make an article really quick linking everybody on our team that's gonna be streaming from their different channels as well. So that'll be cool, so you guys can look at them, support our team as well, our writing team. They're good dudes and gals. Love them. That's pretty much it. So keep an eye out on our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We're gonna be having a lot more content coming out. Finally. So hit that subscribe button and share the love, share the Don't Feed the Gamers love. We also have our Discord channel, D_F_T_G. Stands for Don't Feed the Gamers. We're clever. But that's a cool way for people to be in the community as well. So check out all the cool things we've got. Check out the previous videos so you can see everything Don't Feed the Gamers has got going on. And we will catch you guys later.